Lesson 4, Republic Act 9262, the Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act of 2004. Begun and held in Metro Manila on Monday, the 20th day of July, 2003. Republic Act No. 9262, an act defining violence against women and their children, providing for protective measures for victims, prescribing penalties therefore and for other purposes, be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the Philippine Congress assembled, 50 sections, which is later on approved by Jose de Venecia Jr., Speaker of the House of Representatives, and Franklin Drilon, President of the Senate. This act, which is consolidation of Senate Bill No. 2723 and House Bill No. 5516 and 6054, was finally passed by the Senate and the House of Representatives on January 29, 2004 and February 2, 2004 respectively, which is signed by Secretary General, House of Representatives Roberto P. Nazareno and Secretary of Senate Oscar Yabes. Then later on approved by the President of 12th Congress, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, on March 8, 2004. It is a law that seeks to address the prevalence of violence against women and their children, or VAUSI, by their intimate partners like their husband or ex-husband, live-in partner or former live-in partner, boyfriend or girlfriend, or ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend, dating partner or former dating partner. These are the acts of violence covered by Republic Act 9262. Physical violence, acts that includes bodily or physical harm or battery, causing or threatening, attempting to cause physical harm to the woman or her children, and placing the woman or her child in fear or her child in fear of imminent physical harm. Sexual violence, it is the acts which are sexual in nature committed against a woman or her children. Psychological violence, acts or omissions causing or likely to cause mental or emotional suffering of one victim. Economic abuse, these are the acts that make or attempt to make a woman financially dependent upon her abuser. Next, we are going to define children as used under Republic Act 9262. So children refers to those below 18 years old of age or older but are incapable of taking care of themselves as defined under Republic Act No. 7610. Relationship. It is a situation wherein the parties live as husband and wife without the benefit of marriage or are romantically involved over time and on a continuing basis during the course of the relationship. Sexual relation. It refers to a single sexual act which may or may not result in the bearing of a common child. Battered women syndrome. It refers to a scientifically defined pattern of psychological and behavioral symptoms found in battered women as a result of a long history of abuse. So who are the persons being protected by Republic Act 9262? First, wife. Next, former wife. Next, a woman with whom the offender has or had sexual relations with. Next, a woman with whom the offender has a common child with. And lastly, the legitimate or illegitimate child of the women within or without the family abode. So here are the penalties for committing VAUSI or violence against women and children. Offenders proven in court to be guilty of the crime shall be penalized with imprisonment ranging from 1 month and 1 day to 20 years payment of 100,000 pesos to 300,000 pesos in damages, mandatory psychological counseling or psychiatric treatment. Protection order. It is an order issued under this act for the purpose of preventing further acts of violence against women or her children and granting other relief as may be needed. So here are some various kinds of protection programs. First is the Barangay Protection Order or BPO, referred to the protection order issued by the Punong Barangay ordering the perpetrator to desist from committing acts under Section 5A and B of Republic Act 9262. Temporary Protection Orders or TPO refers to the protection order issued by the court on the date of the filing of application after ex parte determination that such order should be issued. The court may grant in a TPO any, some, or all of the reliefs mentioned in Republic Act 9262 and shall be effective for 30 days. Lastly, Permanent Protection Order or PPO. It refers to the protection order issued by the court after notice and hearing. The court shall not deny the issuance of protection order on the basis of the lapse of time between the act of violence and the filing of application.